Nah, Bill Maher questioning the left, that's not the problem. He has done that for like 10 years and it's been accurate, right? A lot of the things that he's criticized the left on, I agree with. And this is coming from a lifelong Democrat. However, what I disagree with is him using misinformation, literal things that are not true to criticize the left. And the things he's now criticizing the left for is the specific misinformation that is shared on Fox News, and some of that I've direct experience with, right? And so, okay, there's actually a laundry list of things that I realize I've disagreed with him over the years on, and I just forgot about. By the way, he also says that anyone that's on TikTok is a stupid young person who watches only funny cat videos and dancing challenges. And he also spews that misinformation on basically every show. And I'm sorry, Glenn Curry, you don't look like a young Gen Z person that watches dance challenges. So one of the things that he talks about all the fucking time is how they're teaching children in school their pronouns. Starting in kindergarten, they're having children learn their gender and having them choose their gender. No. I have lived in New York City, Greenwich, Connecticut, and now live in Silicon Valley, California. Okay? Those are all very liberal places. I have 2 small boys and I've got lots of friends that still live in those places and live all over the country. And let me tell you, not one place has ever asked either of my children about their pronouns. They haven't explained pronouns. They haven't explained LGBT issues, nothing. And why? Because it's not part of the fucking curriculum. It's not a part of the conversation. I also got really pissed at him and yelled at the TV when he equated anyone who was against what was happening in Gaza with supporting terrorism. I remember there was even a panelist on one episode where he was saying this, and the panelist was like, actually, Bill, what's happening over there is, mass unalivings of people, and that's what they're protesting against, that we are funding that. And he was like, well, we have to fight Hamas and blah, blah, blah. So again, I didn't like that either. He's also been super anti-marriage. I'm not saying anti-gay marriage, anti-marriage in general. He referred to getting married as being ball and chain. The thing that Ro Khanna said about tech, it actually wasn't specific just to women in tech. It was to women and minorities in tech. Bill Maher is like, well, maybe women and minorities, they just don't want to get into tech. They don't need DEI because they just don't like it. They're not interested. Which is, by the way, the argument that they have been using against my women and minorities for decades, and how to keep them out of male-dominated spaces. They have literally been saying that. It is just textbook, classic misogynist and racist propaganda. First of all, there's that. But Ro Khanna he's like, I went to Stanford, and I can tell you that you could literally just email any venture capital firm with an idea, and they would give you millions in VC funding because you were a guy that went to Stanford. There are lots of other colleges that aren't as prestigious as Stanford, where it's majority minority or there's more women. And those places, venture capital firms want nothing to do with them. And people will work for a long time on developing an idea and still not get a meeting with these venture capital firms because they're not from prestigious Stanford. And they are very anti-women. The few women in tech that have become powerful have been mostly ripped to shreds and taken down. Do we remember Ellen Pao? Do we remember Melissa Mayer? Elizabeth Theranos? I'm not excusing what she did. What I'm saying is that fucking Elon Musk has done equivalent, if not worse, and many other tech bros literally done worse and have gotten a complete pass, where she is the epitome powerful woman and gets sent to jail for it. It's just like Martha, right? Martha Stewart, same shit. Okay, she's not in tech, but you get it. So anyways, he has been a rich old white guy for way too long. And he is super out of touch. And he doesn't even realize that the things that he's spewing are Fox News, like AI generated misinformation content. It's bad.